Hey, everybody. So, we bit of alchemy. I'm Rick Barrett. Welcome. Today, I'd like to continue with our exploration of the Chinese elements in Tai Chi and how they apply to our body, our spirit, our energy. And and today, I'd like to investigate something which is somewhat familiar to people watching this, and that is the wood element. We've covered this a number of times. I'd like to go in and approach it from a slightly different perspective and um, bring some of these qualities together. So the wood element is uh, characteristic of springtime. So the it's positioned between the yin of winter and the yang of summer. And so with it, that is, we're going from the kidney um, element there, and which is associated with water, and going toward the expression of the fire element. And so that in terms of the spirit quality, the spirit of liver of wood is hun, which is can be translated as soul. And so we see this progression there, which is going from the water element, which establishes your jing, which is your essence, the the way that you are uniquely manifesting in this world, and includes the instructions, the code for your destiny. That is how your life is meant to move, in what direction to fulfill the mandate of the will of heaven. And so that's the idea behind it. So there's, you can think of it as, Master Young says that, think of it as your DNA. That is, you've got a certain set of qualities that are unique to you, and but which of those are actually expressed, are which of those qualities, which of those genetic qualities are expressed, are uh, affected by your environment, both internal and external. And so, if you have this predisposition towards something, think of it as the acorn is the contains the destiny of the oak tree, but it may or may not be manifest, may actually not reach that full destiny of being an oak tree. It may end up being lunch for a squirrel. So the uh, how your destiny plays out is directed by your wound, which is visualized in the Taoist literature as the general. The general is able to view the circumstances, the environment that um, you're growing up in, you're evolving in, and makes choices which move in the direction of your destiny or not. And the idea is that you're kind of moving toward his ultimate conclusion, which at the end you kind of move to this place where you get your grades for how you live your life, kind of like Defending Your Life, that Albert Brooks movie. That the um, for our purposes, we're thinking of this hun is now it's a general. So we have a directional movement with the energy. Wood energy is very directional, and think of it as, a pine tree. It's growing up and spreading out. It's unidirectional, moving up, 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 and there's things that are associated with it, are there to support that upward thrust. Same thing with bamboo or whatever, a daffodil coming up, on pushing up through the snow. So it's there's a lot of intensity in that. There's a motivation in that. So we're moving from the relative tranquility of water and its potentiality into manifestation. This is the young impulse that we're manifesting. So in the classics they talk about, your Taiji should be, the energy should be excited and excitable, so that we're moving away from this idea of just kind of a peaceful flowing kind of thing. And no, we want to crank up the chi so that there's lots of it, but it's agitated. That is, it's able to create a effects in the world around it. And you can also, there's another description which says your attitude should be like a falcon who has spotted a hare, or a cat which is stalking a rat. You had this kind of, there's a direction. This kind of corresponds also to the function of the liver, which is the organ which is governs the wood element, or vice versa, wood governs the liver, and that is it. It has this quality of anger with it, but it's more of an intensity that comes with that. So the physical attributes which are associated with this wood energy are your connective tissue system, your tendons and your ligaments, your fascia. And this is something that I've talked about a lot. And it is that which unites the whole system. So you're going into the state of wholeness, but not in a passive way. It's you're charging up the system so that there is an abundance of chi that is circulating, and it's moving in a direction. This anger then feeds the joy of the heart. So this quality of agitation, you can think of it feeds the heart, and which is the aspect of that is the heart spirit is Shen, and it's sort of the most insubstantial aspect of spirit. The other physical attribute that is associated with it is the eyes. So the liver and the eyes are very closely related. And this is your ability to perceive correctly, be able to keep your awareness expanded and open, and you're able to suss out the circumstances of your life, the challenges you meet, the choices you make. You're able to make decisions based on accurate information. And this is the general's job. He's answerable to the emperor, which is the heart. And so he's got to look at these things and proceed correctly and make choices that are in keeping with the destiny, the essence of the individual. And with this, we want to get a certain quality of benevolence with that. So there's the benevolence is kind of tempers that agitation, that anger, that excited and excitable, is because we are moving in a direction toward a greater good, not only for ourselves but for those we encounter, everyone else in the game. So the also with connected to the wood element is your fingernails, your toenails, fingernails, toenails. So fingernails, toenails, eyes, and your connective tissue. And the more we develop this wood energy and really take responsibility for creating this feeling of excited and excitable in in our bodies, in our energy field, the more we develop our connective tissue system and heighten our ability that way. There's a transition going from a muscle-based uh, activity to one which is governed by your connective tissue system. And that ties the whole system together. So we're going to do some stuff with wood and put that into a taiji form and see where that takes us. So the important thing in all these things is, what do you feel when you do that? And whenever you really commit to one of these energies, one of these elements, then what is the feeling of that? Because all of them are there, are present all the time. But we bring our consciousness to bear on one or more of them, and in so doing, we amplify that particular quality and become more familiar with it, which then feeds the rest of the system. So let's do that. Please stand up. Let's begin with our three pillars. And locate the three nails on the inside of your feet, the medial line. The three nails are the heel nail, the most yin of the three, the ball of the foot, which is yang, and the big toe, which kind of takes us into, it connects up to the spirit aspect, the mud pill palace in your brain. So we're linking up those, which is even more yang than the ball. So we're regulating our chi by where we place our awareness and also our substantiality in our feet. Now go to the heel nail and sink into the anchor nail, the most yin aspect there. Feel yourself getting very strong. Set your knees and release your muscles and sink into your legs, sink into the earth. And doing that, you're opening up the bubbling well point, allowing the earth chi to mix with your own personal energy. You're tapping into the vast energy of the earth chi, the big chi. Allow that to feed you. And with each breath, find yourself sinking a little deeper, getting more sum, letting go of muscular tension in your butt, in your legs, your back. Now reach for the crown of your head and tuck in your chin. And open the jade pillow gate at the base of your skull. Place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth and breathe through your nose. The reaching should be very gentle, more of a suggestion. But you want to definitely feel the opening at the base of your skull, allowing your Jing Shen, your spirit of vitality, to ascend. We're raising the chi, raising the spirits to nourish the brain. Just feel into your body, feel into your hands. Feel the stone. Reach with your elbows. Round your arms a little bit and open your shoulder joints. And feel the effect that has on your arms and your hands. Feel the chi into the balls of your feet. Reach up a little more with the crown. At the same time, you're sinking into your heels. I'm saying sinking into your feet and feeling more of that energy rising through the pelvic well, but also feeling the yang chi of the heavens coming down through your by a weak point at the top of your head. When you reach with your index fingers and feel your energetic coherence, that state of wholeness which unites the whole system. This also um, alerts your connective tissue system, your tendons, ligaments, fascia, etc. Alerts your connective tissue system that you mean business. This is where we start to amplify the field and create that state of excited and excitable, where just simply by opening up to the big chi, we're starting to overload the system a bit, stretching it and allowing your body mind to feel into what else is possible regarding energy. How much more is it willing to tolerate and circulate and allow to become part of who and what you are. Now, release your hip joints, your quad, spiral down, and turn, nice and easy. And back to center. Feel your fingernails like you have claws, and your claws are extended, and you're gripping with your claws. Minimal muscular tension, but feel immediately how your hands start to light up. Now connect this up to your eyes. The eyes are the expression of the spirit. And so by increasing your wood chi, you're increasing that ability to see clearly. Feel your toenails, like you're gripping the ground with your toenails. And sink into your heels. Let that go. Feel yourself moving into a yin state. And go into the balls of your feet. Reach with your wrists. Reach with your elbows. Extend. Reach with your fingers and open your back. Feel those fingernails. You're gripping with those claws. And sink into your heels. Reach down with your elbows. And your hands come down and relax the claws. Feel into that yin, the emptiness. Now go into the balls of your feet, reach with your wrists, reach with your elbows, open your shoulders, open your back, reach with your fingers, feel those fingernails, press down with your big toes. Feel that connection there. Feel the toenails on your feet. And sink into your heels. Reach down with the elbows and let that go. Now, without moving, we're going to feel the effects of that same motion there of reaching with your arms and feeling your fingernails. But right now, I just want you to use your imagination to access that wood chi. Imagine the claws in your fingernails, your toenails, but you don't actually physically do it. But feel the effects of just imagining the wood chi. And feel that amplifying in your body mind, circulating. And as you grow more tolerant to that excited and excitable energy, kind of just allow it to circulate and to inform all the cells in your body. And now let's put that in the Tai Chi form. We're going to bring that wood chi in the Tai Chi form. I'll guide you through it. But the key here is, besides the fingernails, toenails, is the idea that you're reaching. This is where we really get that feeling there of extension, and your eyes are following the yang element in the form. You're feeling that extension and opening up the energy gates, your legs and your arms and your back as you do that. So I'll turn around and let's do the Yang Chen Fu 13 original postures with emphasis on the wood element, really feeding the wood. So feel your three pillars as you're preparing here. Your central equilibrium. That connection to the big chi through the yang chi of the heavens, the yin chi of the earth. Let that amplify within your body mind. Let it circulate. So now, do the ball of your right foot, spiral down to the left, and turn to the right. Press down with the big toe. And feel that. Pause a moment. Feel your fingernails. Feel like you're like a cat or let's say a panther. You're feeling that sense of preparedness there. It's a very relaxed quality in your muscles, but the energy is ready for action. Step with your left foot and your left heel. Let your left knee spiral down to the right. Load that up. Feel that preparation here. So we're mobilizing the chi. We're firing that up, and then turn. Feel the ball of the foot of the left foot. Press down the big toe and turn. And sink into your heels. To the yin space. We're going to activate the yang. Into the balls of your feet. Reach with the wrists. Elbows. Open your back. Open your shoulders. Reach with your fingers. Press down with the big toes. Feel your fingernails. Feel that connection throughout the whole system. The connective tissue system, lining everything up, lighting everything up. Feel the chi circulating throughout the whole system. And then let that go and release. You'll feel the yin. Into the balls of your feet, press down big toes, reach down with your fingers as you press down. Feel that connection to your eyes and to behind your eyes in the mud-filled palace. And then sink into your heels and feel the yin. And feel the heel, nail your left foot, bow down to the right, and then turn to the left with a ball. Press down with the big toe and reach and feel those fingernails on both hands as you do this. You feel the connection of the whole system. Your both hands are feeling part of one unit as well as your feet. Everything is tied in together, and then release that and sink into your right heel now. Feel the yin and get very soft as you turn. And then feel the ball of your right foot. Press down with the big toe. Reach. Open your back. Open your arms. Feel those fingernails. Feel that connection. Reach with the crown of your head. Feel that yang expansion. And then let that go. Feel the yin. Feel the heel of your left foot. Turn with the ball of your left foot. Press down with the big toe. Reach with the fingers. Open your back. And feel that wood chi extending throughout your whole body. Feel that your field radiating with this wood chi, with this expansive energy. Sink in your right heel and then turn. Ball the right foot. Reach. And feel the energy reaching for you there. Feel it. Your muscles are very soft, very relaxed, and you're letting the energy amplify and do the work for you. Bow down to the right, step out with the left foot, feel the left heel, and relax and let that go. Get very soft. Yin. Ball the left foot, press down with the left big toe, reach, open, and step in. Feel that connection throughout the whole system. And then let that go. Relax. Bow down to the right. Very yin. Feel the ball. Press down the big toe and reach with your wrist. Extend. Open. Very big. Yeah, your back opening, your shoulders, everything is expanding. And then let that go. Spiral down to the right, step the left foot, left heel, open ball of the left foot, big toe, and reach. Relax your muscles. Create the shape that creates the most efficient way to allow the energy to circulate and to perform the function of the movement. Allow that chin to express itself. And then relax. Taking your left heel, in, reach up. And put your right heel, spiral down to the left. Ball of the right foot, big toe, and fist under elbow. Feel that yang expansion. Open your back. Reach with your elbows. Feel your central equilibrium. Feel the constant renewal of the big chi circulating through you. You don't have to hang on to any of it. It's just moving through you. And spiral down and step with your left foot, left heel, sink into your left, right heel, very yin, and turn. Right ball, right big toe, and white crane spreads wings. Feel that expansion. Really open up. Feel the wood. Feel your fingernails, your toenails, the claws of the crane. Let that go. Sink into your left heel, in, right heel, in, nice and soft. Left heel, left ball, left big toe. Reach. Feel the nails. Reach for the crown. Tucking the chin. Open your back. Feel that all that expansion going on there. Your body is seeking its full potential. It wants to fulfill its destiny. Bow down to the left, reach. Bow down to the right, turn. Yin. Feel the yin. Gather. You play guitar. Reach with your elbows. Reach with your fingers. Feel the claws. Feel your eyes. Sharp and clear. Feel your liver. Yin. Step back with your left foot. Step forward with your left foot, left heel. Arrow down to the left. Yin. And then go to the ball of your foot. Big toe and reach. Feel that opening, your back open. Feel that connective tissue throughout. Uniting everything into one body and one chi. Pivot on your right heel with a heel nail. Roll down to the left and turn. Pivot on your right heel and sink. Reach up with your left hand. Reach down with your right. Reach out with your elbows. Open your back. Give your heel nail. Your left foot. Spiral down to the left. Right hand turns into fist, comes up. Right foot comes in. Turn. Step out with your right foot. Feel the right heel nail. Reach out with your right elbow. And strike with back fist. Press down with your big toe. Feel that expansion. To the left heel. Round down to the right. Back with your elbow. Reach out with your left hand. Feel those poles in opposition. Gathering. Mobilizing the chi. Pulling back the bowstring. Sink into your right heel. Set the right knee. Right ball. Right big toe and punch. Feel that wood expansion. You're directing. The energy is unidirectional. Pivot on your left heel. Sink into your left. Very yin, very soft. Left hand comes up. Step in with your right foot. Right hand comes in. Right hand turns back into a fist. Turn. Right heel. Read with your right elbow. Right ball. Right big toe. And punch. Strike with back fist. Feel that expansion. Opening. Feeding your whole system. Your left heel. Left hand circles up. Pivot on your right. Heel. Right elbow comes back. Step forward with your left foot. Reaching out the left hand. The right hand very soft, very relaxed. Feel your left heel. Set your left knee. And turn and punch. Feel that expansion. Feel the softness of your arms. Feel the hardness of the energy inside. Give your left heel. Circle out with your left hand. Circle with your right. You're gathering. Soft, very in. Pivot on your left heel. Push your left knee out, set that. Step up with your right foot. Right heel. Set the right knee. Roll down to the left. You're still in your left leg. You're spiraling down to the left. And you're gathering. You're holding this big ball, this big energy ball. Opening your back, reaching your elbows. Very yin. You're feeling that yin power. If your right knee forward, set that. Roll down to the left. And then reach with your right elbow, right wrist, to the ball of your right foot, big toe. Reach with your elbows, open your back, feel those fingernails, your toenails. Your eyes and your liver. Let that go. Very yin. Bow down to the right. With your left heel, bow down to the right. And then turn. Ball of your left foot. Press down with the big toe. Reach. Open your back. Reach with your elbows. Feel those fingernails. Feel those toenails. Feel the wood chi throughout the whole system. And then let that go. And sink in your heel. Reach up with your wrist. With your right heel. Bow down to the left. Gathering. Big ball of the right foot. Big toe and press. Reach with your elbows. Open your back. That extension. That expansion. One body, one chi. And let that go. And float up. Sink into your left heel. Sink down, down. Into your right heel. Right ball and that wave just cascading out, just expanding outward, carrying your arms out. And let that go. So get your left heel, spiral down to the right. Nice and soft, turn, pivot on your right heel. To your right. Step back with your left. Soft. Relaxed. Take down. Very yin. Gathering. Balls your feet. Big toes. Press down. Reach and open. Open your back. Reach with your elbows. Reach your wrists. Feel your claws. Feel the whole system tied together. The energy is excited and excitable. And sink into your heels. Let that go and separate. And arms softly float down. Very in. Pause here and just feel into the potentiality of all that wood chi, that wood element. You get your right heel, spiral down to the left and step in. The balls of your feet, big toes. Inhale, gather Young, and then sink into your heels and throw it all away. Dissolve into the emptiness.
Well, I'll go.
Okay, Jonathan.
So, as you've always emphasized, this is actually, compared to Chen, a more yang form, right? I mean, it's inviting you outward more, right? Especially the way William does his form, kind of inward a little bit.
So just to
Is
clarify for people watching this, you're comparing it to Master William C.C. Chen's 60 movements.
right. And you watch him, he's sort of gathering in more. I mean, but this is really reaching out. But the form itself is like that, right? To which now we're adding a sort of an internal, expansive yang liver chi spring wood energy. Is that right? Is it like because I mean, it felt great. I mean, it felt that that's the way to do it. But then I wonder what I guess you do with other elements too. So
Well,
then
when
it's
we
like
2 weeks, we did it with earth and we did it with
water,
water, and so
right? Which
now
is the
we're
opposite.
doing it with wood.
Yeah. So I mean, what you were saying was so interesting at the beginning when you were talking about feeling the wood chi in your nails and then letting go of that, sort of detaching from that, and then that's pretty subtle. Now you've got this free floating yang feeling that you say you can inject throughout your whole system. That's pretty cool. I got to really play with that. That
Yeah.
is the starting point. First, feel it. Don't feel it in your body. Now detach it. Now put it back in your body in a more free forming way where it can do stuff. That's brilliant. Fun to play with.
Great. Great. Yeah. So the idea is that each of the elements are present in every form. It's just that
Right.
which one you're spotlighting at a given time for for whatever purpose. And so here we're emphasizing the soul, the hun, and it's the general. It's directed. It sees clearly, and
Yes. Yes.
it's planning a strategy to get you where you need
Yeah.
to go, and it's all this stuff. It's brilliant because it's you know unlike the others. It has its own unique quality, which is um, absolutely vital for uh, for what we're doing. And it's real easy to take a Tai Chi form and just say, "I'm just going to do watery," and because I like water, and that's it. And and a lot of people like to do that, but this says, no, no, we're going to approach the same form from 5 different perspectives here, and see what comes up out of it. How by getting that familiarity with that particular element, I can then summon it using my imagination anytime, any place.
Yes.
And I was just going to say, any form could be played this way.
Exactly. And no form. Just standing there, you can
Standing there.
just standing there, you can, or sitting there, you can do the same thing. But by doing it in this form, which already has so much juice in it, oh boy,
That's right.
we get to explore.
Yeah, my form is so small you can hardly see me move.
Right. Great. Scott, you had something.
Yeah, a couple things. I've said this before and I'll say it again. It's always not always, but when I really pay attention to it, it really amazes me how much more there is to let go of.
Great.
There's always another layer.
Absolutely. That's a good thing to remember.
And I now know what it feels like to be Groot. My whole
Group.
body, Groot, my whole body feels like it's made of saplings, which is a really cool feeling.
Very cool. Yeah. Excellent. Valerie.
Well, for me, what I experienced throughout doing this was an expansion, but more in the sense of potentiality. Like it moving outward, but not, it wasn't that, okay, for me. It was expansion with that, oh, it could do this, or it could do that. I know, and I kind of was looking for, okay, more of a directionality kind of thing, but that's not what I was experiencing. I was experiencing expanding in all directions, symmetrically, and just, I guess, okay, I could do anything with that then. It could go forward, it could go up, it could go to the sides, it could go back, it could go down or up. So I'm very big right now.
Yes, you are. Richard.
I was just going to sort of compliment to what Valerie was saying, because my feeling was when I got to the end, I was now going to pour it all back in.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what we want. That pause there at the end is like, eat the chi. Just eat it, digest it, metabolize it, make it part of you. Cool. Anybody else? Debbie.
I think, a little more of the directionality, and to the point that maybe 3/4 of the way through, I thought, oh my gosh, I have to cut my fingernails because I think they just grew 16 of them. Like it was just, I could feel that. Now, if I can just focus that up to my eyes, maybe I can not wear as high-powered contact lenses.
Right. Cool. Anybody else? Okay. Thank you all so much. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you,
It was
producer.
Thank
fun.
you,
Thank you,
Maria.
Maria.
Thanks, Maria.
Love you, Maria.
Love you guys.
Yeah.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
everyone.